Drifting is so stupid.
Back up, back up, back up!
Welcome to the 200th episode of Daily Transmission. And I don't know why we're going to gift you guys, because we should probably just be like gifting ourselves for putting out so many episodes, but we got a gift for you anyway. It is this dope ass tool bag. Dan, can you help us get a closer look? Boom.
Roadside repair kit bag.
Yeah, so basically, this is a nice look. It's firm.
It is firm.
Look, yo, that's like hard wire in there, so
Yep.
the bag doesn't like bend or anything weak. This ain't no chump shit. That's a nice bag. Roadside repair kit, grenade, so when you want to blow your car up.
Little stuff inside to hold screwdrivers, whatever you got.
Yeah, you stuff this thing full of tools.
Bring it to the track.
Yeah, and it's free. So basically all you have to do, any purchase on our website, $50 or more, you will get a limited edition free roadside repair kit bag. Stuff it full of tools, stuff it full of $420, whatever floats your boat. Whatever you want to put in the bag, you can put in the bag. You just got to spend $50 on Hoonigan.com to get it. There aren't many, so first come, first serve. If you don't see it on your order, that means we're sold out. And on that note, you want to hit him with another flip or something? Because that was sick.
I don't think I can.
Oh no! Oh no! Magic Dan, Magic Dan down.
A little hole is hurting in the back sometimes.
Go get your free shit before it's too late.
For once, I didn't have to do it. So here we are. Daily Transmission Tangents. Just cut to the thing that explains it. You gotta explain it, because otherwise people are like, I don't get it. Why are they just talking?
They didn't do any burnouts.
Yeah. They showed us a lot of footage of burnouts, but they didn't actually do burnouts, and that upsets me inside. Anyway, so today, two of our good friends, Will Rogie, who you guys know, circle jerk champion. No one jerks like Will. Josh Heron, aka Hobo. I've known these guys for a really long time, and before we were doing Hoonigan, before you guys shot on the Gymkhana films, you've shot on Gymkhana films, but they used to do this thing called, well, actually you still do this thing. I think
still do it? Yeah, I still do it.
He still does it. Hobo doesn't do it anymore. That's part of it.
He does.
No, he does.
He did it vlog.
When we were first kind of getting involved in everything that was happening in drifting, while there was everything that was going on in FD, like we really just kind of loved the whole grassroots thing. And part of it was I like grassroots motorsports, whether it's rally or hill climb. You guys with Keep Drifting Fun was doing everything, on just kind of the grassroots level. And like most people's understanding of what was happening in drifting was happening, right there in Formula Drift. So we were, we tried to be as supportive. I don't know if we were, but we tried to be supportive of what these guys were doing. So let's just start. How did Keep Drifting Fun start? Why did you start it? Go.
So I came into it through John Adair, actually.
Nats,
which is
aka
my
Darnelli?
connection to it is I worked at Rice Boy TV. I didn't know what drifting was. They said, hey, do you want to go cover Formula Drift? And I did the whole season, and that was 2008.
That was 2008.
Yeah.
At Irwindale, I'm standing there filming coming off the big bank, and this dude comes up next to me, and he's like, hey man, are you Josh? And I was like, are you Will?
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
And then from that point on, it was like every single FD event, we were always shooting near each other, because it was like having a friend at the track. It was nice to, check out this clip, or you check out this clip, and then, check out this clip, and then we miss a car flipping.
Just as a random tangent, how many people have flipped and how many of them were the same person?
I think there's a lot of repeat
Yeah, I
customers.
know, that's my point. That's my point.
Keep Drifting Fun was a sticker, like a slogan that Andy Sapp came up with. And Andy had actually reached out to me because he liked my videos and brought me out to an event that Dan was at, actually. Keep Drifting Fun really just embodied everything that Josh and I thought was right about people that were doing it for the right reasons.
And at the core of it, it's like, if it's not fun, why the are you doing it? Like, don't waste your time doing something that you hate. So if it gets to the point where you're not having fun with it, then find
So
something
what
else,
were the
or-
right reasons? I mean, I didn't realize it's a different time now, but in 2008, what were the right reasons?
Well, that's like what we tried to cover in the video, and the best like praise that I ever got for it was, I can show Keep Drifting Fun to someone like my aunt or my grandmother or my mom who doesn't get what I do, and then she might have a better understanding, or he might have a better understanding of why I drift.
And what the community is all about.
Yeah.
Like, what was the trip? When did you guys decide to start on it? Like, what was the
Yeah.
theory behind what you were gonna do? And like, what were the best laid plans of Mice and Men? Because I know from knowing you guys that it didn't exactly work out the way you thought it was going to.
Josh has said we were going to cover the entire FD season, so we knew we had a calendar of like a month between each event, starting here in Long Beach in April and then going all the way to October to back here. So we're like, this makes this great loop around the country that we can cover everywhere we want to be for drifting and detour to somewhere not. Let's get a vehicle we can do it in. We discussed different vehicles. I had to start to have a fascination with Westphalia Volkswagen vans, but I was like, yeah, it'd be really cool to take a air-cooled, Type 2 bus.
How many miles? Like 7,000 miles?
Because then we could camp in it,
Oh, yeah, it makes
of course,
perfect
we're going to be
sense.
camping and filming all the time.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we were having lady drama at the time, so it was like perfect. To
As you do when you decide that you're gonna pack up. I'm
gonna go on a road trip for 96
with your
days.
bro in an old van.
Yeah. So then in my driveway, we stripped the entire van, had a ton of Bondo on it. I thought it would be a good idea to take it to bare metal and then primer it with roller ourselves and then get
Wow.
it one day sprayed.
One day paint and body. The last place was like what, $1,000 is what they wanted. This was like 600.
$1,000 for this? Really?
All right, so the van's done. You guys hit the road. Like, what was the plan?
Go to Vegas. I pick up Josh. We shot a Vegas drift event. So then we go Phoenix to Albuquerque. First time we meet Dan Brockett.
Dan hit me up through Ziptide and was like, hey man, if you guys are coming this direction, stop in Albuquerque. We'll host an event, like it'll be small, and you guys come through, film, crash at my house, it'll be cool.
This will be midweek too. Like this is
Yo, just another tangent. First time I ever met Dan Brockett, he like showed up at the donut shop. What's going on? He's like, I got this like 700 horsepower Mustang, and I'm here to do burnouts, and I challenge you to a burnout war. And like we ended up doing him versus Hurt. It was like the most random thing, and I was like, I like this guy. It started as a documentary, so like, let's talk about the documentary. What was the original plan?
I think it was like, what, 2008. I was down here in LA working with Will and Nads at Street Fire at the time. doing
Oh
some
man, I
stuff.
forgot about
Yeah.
Street Fire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fully Flared had just come out. And that like inspired the shit out of me. I was like,
I
oh
think
my
it inspired
God.
everyone.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that skate film, go watch it.
I had brought it up to Will, like, hey, what do you think about doing a DVD? And then we both were like, DVDs don't sell any money. Never mind. Like, fast forward about half a year to a year later, Will calls me. He's like, hey, can you still do that video? Yeah, man, let's do it. And that kind of is what snowballed it into what it became. Because our goal was, let's travel the country and film our experience meeting all these kids across the country and find out why they drift, what it is that attracts them to it, and talk to pros along the way, too. Because at that point, there's a big disconnect with grassroots and pro drifting. And people thought, oh, the pro drifters, they don't care about drifting. They just do it for a paycheck. But then us filming Formula D, we knew a lot of the drivers personally, knew these dudes do it because they love it. And we just kind of traveled to all the places and filmed everything to convey the message of why these people are doing it.
KDF was a documentary that then became a movement. I mean, you guys may not call it that, but I felt like it was. The KDF sticker on a car meant something. You were a part of something different. Every clapped out 240 on mixed match wheels and some buns ass cage that was welded with plumbing equipment had a KDF sticker on the bumper, and then eventually it had a Hoonigan sticker on it too, so it worked out well for us. But
got scraped off and replaced with the Hoonigan sensor bar.
And then eventually replaced with the KDF Hoonigan sticker.
Correct.
We did have a collab
sure,
sticker at some point. What are the, let's just say, top 5 moments for you guys on that trip?
I'd say number 1 was Custard Manson. Yeah. So we were in, where is that, right outside of El Paso. We stop at a gas station. We see this dude just running around the gas station freaking out. And Will's like, yo, should we buy this dude
some Mad Dog.
Some booze? Yeah, buy Mad Dog. Yeah.
Yo, he looks like he's in a really bad place. Let's pour gasoline on him.
Show you the time that I gotta follow your I wouldn't do that. Okay, I'm gonna videotape you guys. Okay. I've got their video camera and their bad boy. Let's go. Tell me when you're ready. kick him right square in the balls, dude.
All right, so that's the first one. What's the second one?
There is a street spot,
Yeah, in Houston. This neighborhood that never got developed.
one
Paved
way
the
in, one way
streets.
out.
Oh, that's rad.
And that's where we shot Chelsea DeNofa getting pretty rowdy.
Three. What's three?
Three, I think, was probably our favorite big event. There was a bash on it. Was
East Coast Bash.
East Coast Bash. And this was one of the first years that they actually had the bar,
Yeah, that was when East Coast Bash
Sneaky
was.
Pete's.
Sneaky Pete's, and it was prior to New Jersey round of FD, so all the
Right.
guys were still thrashing on their car, even though that next week they would have to be
Right.
driving. But Mad Mike was that was his first time in the U.S.
I think that's the hardest I've ever seen Mad Mike go at a non-professional event. Like, the
Wow.
dude was just losing his mind. He was having so much fun.
The Mike was like a guy that we didn't know that really embodied what we were about.
What's the new project called?
Drift Taxi.
Yeah.
Mad Cab.
Mad Cab. That's it. Like he's
Mad
got
Cab.
big keep drifting fun on the
Yeah,
back,
man.
you know. All right, four.
The convention center in Pennsylvania.
We had been wanting to find a big enough space to drift indoors.
Drifting inside sucks. It's really difficult. It's always dirtier and slicker than you expect it to be, and it's hard to make smoke and control. Five. So you have one last one to pick on.
Yeah.
Going home.
That's
I spent
true.
96 days in that thing because Will was doing speedrunner stuff at the time, so he was
Right,
he was traveling out of the country.
That kicked off in like 2008, right? 2007.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was right around that time.
Yeah, so he was doing speedrunner stuff at the time and going to like FIA GT
Right.
events and stuff, and I was just taking the van and traveling to the next spot. Well, except for when we were stranded in Atlanta when the first motor popped.
When we got it swapped in Atlanta, they left.
Rubber seal
shipping seals.
Yeah, they didn't take them out of one half of the motor they were stuck on. So we're driving and we're like, why is this thing just pissing oil everywhere? And then we're like, it turns out it didn't have oil in half the motor from
So it's
basically
impressive.
Atlanta. Yeah,
They
we went
made
from
it
being
far
like,
with that,
this
yeah.
motor sucks
To
like,
Maryland,
oh my
like
God, this
Atlanta
thing's
to
amazing.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Ah! Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Why does this van hate us?
All right, so film comes out. I think it was definitely something that, at least from my perspective, I think kind of like inspired a whole group of grassroots guys to like understand that there were other people like them. There was Zip Tie, but Zip Tie was like a super limited invite-only group, and if you weren't on that, like you might not be aware of what was happening in all the different areas. I think that comes out and people are like, wow, this is cool. And even not even after it came out, I think while you were filming, you guys made an impression on people. I mean, I think that everything was growing and people were waiting for it to come out. It comes out, what happens now?
We actually beat Jim Connor that year.
Yeah,
in
video of the
Speed Hunters
year.
video
Oh,
of the
really?
It was a close battle.
It was
but
really
That's right.
close. We
We
had to
edged it out.
we were promoting it.
I
really
voted
hard.
for Keep Drifting Fun that year. I'm just saying, you know, who votes for their own shit. So
I voted for
Yeah.
Keep Drifting.
yeah, but I think that was like this rise of the grassroots kids, and you guys are just talking right to them.
Yeah. Well, I think what you said actually encompasses the whole thing the best is that like that's the thing we discovered with all these little pockets together was that people are doing the same thing every weekend or weekday, and they're all passionate about the same thing because it is like takes over your entire life. It's not like you can drift and have a lot of other hobbies. Like it's like Robbie Nishida gave us all these great quotes about like legitimately that was his lifestyle.
I never go out. You know, I don't buy expensive stuff. I still watch VHS tapes. I still listen to CDs. I ain't got an iPod, but all my money goes to cars.
After KDF, the film, there was the explosion of like what I would just refer to as the banger video. So now, just like skateboarding, there's all the kids who skate, and then there's all the kids who film skate. Like that started to happen to drift. What were your guys' favorite banger films that you guys put out?
Favorites of our stuff?
Yeah, that you guys made. We're not here to talk about other people.
Your Big Timers video, I think, is.
I think that one and D1 Anaheim are like these anomalies. I don't understand why they had so many plays, but they do, so That's cool.
Got freebooted like a ton. Like he didn't have.
I would
a
only
YouTube
put my
account.
stuff on Vimeo,
Yeah.
and all of my videos are on YouTube, except for one final battle.
So what were your favorite?
I don't know, man. I don't really watch my own videos. I hate them, man. I don't.
Thanks for coming on, Will. Thanks for being a part of the show today. So Josh, what were your favorite videos that Will may have done? We already talked about that All-Star Bash video, which was like, I think really did a lot to like introduce Hurt. I think the part of it that was super cool was that point, like Hoonigan, at least the staff, like the crew of us, like we were still really behind the scenes. So like we were doing our own stuff and we were having fun, but it was really about like the other guys. It was about Ken Block and Ryan Turk and like those guys, and like we were just kind of sitting back, and like Hurt there was, you know, came out here with like these dreams to go drifting in California, like grew up, built a car in Orlando, like learned how to drift in industrial parks there, and then came out here and was like, it was kind of a big deal for him to go up to Willow that day and go thrash, and like the story was told from like leaving the shop and going there, and I think it was like really, people could really connect to like, this is what my life is like, this is how I go drifting and go do all that. I won't go too deep in it because you guys already did talk about it, but I didn't get to talk about it that much that day, so.
I think the one thing to me though that like why that video did well is because the cars in it either love them or hate them. They create a reaction to them. So it's like you look at JTP's car, you look at Hertz's car, you're either like, why are these dudes on these cars that are so low, they're just blowing up body kits and being aggressive, or oh my god, that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. So what other videos you like? What other videos were fun making? We don't care if you liked them in the end, but like
they're all fun making.
The first or the second Drift Mechanics video.
Yep.
Standing in the back of an avalanche at like 90 miles an hour on the bank.
Of a NASCAR track shooting an infield.
There's photos of it. Yeah.
It was just car-to-car shots are
I
amazing.
don't think I ever saw that.
Yeah, we were actually just watching it. Like,
oh, nice. All right, what do you guys watch right now? We'll watch it. What's KDF now? What are you guys doing? What's the new projects? What do you guys want to do?
Brandon Cotto and I went to Japan to go film Animal Style at the Super D Cup at Mahon.
And that's actually going to be a two-part film, sort of.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a field trip, which is telling kind of your guys' story of being there in Japan and covering it, and then you're putting together like a traditional banger kind of film,
like documentary type film. Yeah, we've been building our personal 14s and trying to drive more.
Yeah,
drove mine out here.
Like you guys, it's all about seat time cars now. That's the whole thing. Julian was talking from Animal Style. He was like the first seat time guy who was in our group of like our circle talking seat time. And then you started talking seat time. And then the other day, like Hertz, like I got myself a seat time car, and I was like, I see how this trick is.
Soon you will have a seat time.
So everyone will have a seat time car. So compare Grassroots from 2008 when you guys were on the road to, was it 2008 you guys went? No, 2010. 2010, right? Yeah, that you guys were on the road to like the Grassroots scene now, and like how much
totally
it's
different beast.
I don't really know the Grassroots scene now, to be honest. Like that's
he's a circle jerk champ, man.
Yeah,
I do first gear donuts, man.
He doesn't have time for.
But I mean, you're paying attention to it a little bit.
No.
All right, well, great. Next, once again, Will, thank you for joining us. So we've been talking because you guys wanted to just almost go back to like rewind to the beginning, which was you guys were going to make a film about you guys going and doing things. You ended up not doing that. You ended up making a film about other people doing stuff. And now we've had the conversation like maybe you guys go back into actually making something about doing something. And we were like, well, maybe we help you guys do that. But it's all about like simple cars and just like getting seat time and getting better. And because the one thing about these two dudes is they're super humble. Like Will doesn't even like any of his own films. But I know that feeling too. And honestly, if you like anything you make, you suck. Because if you think what you made is rad, then you're not trying hard enough. I hate everything I've ever made. So anyway.
I know you're not cool.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it.
Yeah.
Keep drifting fun. Still keeping drifting fun. You should go watch the doc. You should watch a bunch of stuff on their video. You should subscribe. Here, you know what? because these guys wouldn't give it to you, we'll give you the 5 videos you absolutely should watch, as selected by Kato, and Hurt will chime in at some point. So, do you know them off the top of your head? You can just run through them right now.
Wait, did you already pick videos, or you just?
No, just give them the top 5 lists of what you should watch on the KDF channel right now. Jump in.
Oh, on the KDF channel?
Yeah.
I don't. Just
Okay, just
in
bangers.
general.
No, but keep drifting fun. Video.
Obviously, the ASB toy drive video with Hurt.
We already talked about that. Next.
Yes. Okay, Tandem of Die 2009 trailer.
This plane is definitely crashing!
Because it never came out.
This is just good drift videos.
Yeah. Why hasn't Shreve come down here yet?
I don't know.
I've been trying.
Doesn't Shreve come down?
And Joe, I mean, but like, just
And Joe too. Can't have Shreve without
you
Joe.
can't have single of Die.
Okay, Tandem of Die, Team Yellow, also amazing. Got Bill. That was one of the first drifting Got Bill video bangers. And it was super good with Team Yellow.
You didn't like it?
They had a car for everyone.
Yeah, well, Justin driving was cool.
Justin driving was amazing.
That was the best part.
The little Chucks. Okay, your Subtract Wildfire slow-mo video when you first got the red.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it doesn't hold up as well, but
remember when I shot
it's
slow motion.
iconic.
Everything overcranked.
Everything
no audio.
overcranked.
I just remember
I hate
everyone.
slow-mo.
Yeah, me too.
There was one
forgot I
Gymkhana
made
3.
that
Gymkhana 3. I made everyone shoot in 24 so that there was no slow mo.
What happened? 7 Gymkhanas later, and
You gotta change it up. So.
yeah, that's
Slow mo also looks way better now than it did in like 2010.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep going. I think you have 2 left to go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say with that video, I remember like he was just on the red and a slider and he put it on the ground in these like crazy spots, like the exit to the track, shooting down into the bowl at Jersey, and like everyone's on the wall or in the pits or in the like the media kind of bunkers, and he's just in these random spots, and I'm like, what the is he shooting? And then you see the video and like, this is amazing.
Keep going, man. Keep going.
Are you guys just gonna
No, I'll stay
Keep
here.
going. I'm listening. I'm listening. I swear, I'm listening.
How many videos is that?
I don't know. Keep counting.
4.
That's, I mean, what's the time frame? Because
We've just all been sitting for a really long time. Man. Keep going, Kato.
it's just pretty much all Tandem of Die and Keep Drifting fun videos that are really good, I guess. But they're all gone. I was supposed to be recording sound.